Oh, hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. And the music will not shut off. It looks like they are getting ready to start. Today we have a very hype match between TKC and Sundari, both from Japan. It's loser bracket round 6. And hold on, let me switch over. Sorry about this. We got started a little earlier than I thought we would. It looks like they're both off, and I guess I will switch it over to Mubsy on commentary, my MVP of commentary for these rounds. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mubsy.
Thank you very much, Sorry. Alrighty, so we've got a pretty good match here. Both runners with pretty similar PBs, off by about 50 seconds of each other. And I think TKC is on VC, and Sundari is on N64 1.0. So there will be some differentiation in the routes, but they'll meet back up again right before Spirit Temple. Sorry. So for the next little bit, unfortunately we can't skip any of the opening cutscenes. Because we don't have control of Link, we can skip almost everything else, but can't skip these. So we'll see how even TKC should have a slight lead here, just because the console's a little bit faster. Doing all the cutscenes here, it ends up being about 3 seconds faster. Throughout the whole series of 3 minutes of cutscenes here, just because it loads a little quicker and goes a little quicker in a few places. But N64 will actually escape from the forest first, likely with either West escape or walking while talking escape. Either way, they should escape before Virtual Console that will be getting a shield and sword instead of just stick and nuts. Both versions come around to be the same time. They're just quicker at different things, but their times actually, no one really knows for sure, but it's super close. Just because it's hard to predict lag. And the N64 introduces a bunch of lag. But to make up for the lag, the N64 is just a lot faster at a lot of other tricks, so... Okay, the route that Sundari is going here makes me think that he's going for West Escape. And then walking while talking is a backup. Meanwhile, TKC is collecting his sword, and then also collecting enough rupees to buy a shield. On the other side of your screen, he's going to be collecting 35 rupees total, so we can buy 2 sticks and 1 set of Deku Nuts. Fancy backflipping and stabbing by TKC to get the rupees from the little maze there. Alright, we'll see if we can get this West escape here. Looks good. Yeah, he gets it. That's really good. Good escape time. We got the rest from TKC as well. That looks good. Yep, he also gets the West escape. He will still have to do some equips though. Whereas Sinderi should have everything he needs equipped, but very nice from both runners. Not easy stuff to do there. Alright, both runners finally making their way to the owl. Looks like TKC. Oh, he fails the owl skip. That's not good, but I don't think he invested enough time into it that he's gonna be in trouble. But definitely not ideal there. Whereas Sanderi's going for the plus escape right now. Alright, gets the west skip here. Should be fine for time still, just barely. Alright, good skip on the right side of your screen. Both runners doing a good job getting down the wall here. Nice and quick cocoa strats for both runners there to skip to the bottom of the well. Alright, Cinder getting his bomb cheese at a pretty good time. See if TKC can get set up in time. He's cutting it close. Unfortunate, he's gonna have to wait for the next cycle. We'll see if he's going for an owl skip if he's getting damage down here. And TKC getting caught by the One Master now. It's just the quickest way out, plus it'll get rid of a heart for him. Alright, we'll see how Owl Skip goes. Oh, he ends up talking to the owl. Unfortunate. And GSR is the category formerly known as No Item Manipulation, No Run Warp. Basically, the objective is to complete Shadow and Spirit Temple, which are the two flags the game checks to see if you've beaten to give you the light arrows. And then you need to collect the bow, get magic so that you can use the light rounds on Ganondorf, and then you need to kill Ganondorf and Ganon. So the first thing the runners are doing is getting Zelda's Lullaby, so they needed explosives first. So they grabbed those, and now they're just grabbing some rupees and making their way all the way into Zelda's castle to get her lullaby. So far, pretty good run from Sandiri. We'll see if TKC can get this owl skip. It looks good from him. That'll save some time here. Nice little setup from TKC to get up the scene there. Good guard cycle there for Sandiri. TKC caught on his trail there. And TKC just getting to Zelda now. Both runners with respectable times for getting Zelda's letter at this point in the run, but I do believe TKC is a little bit behind just because he did have to wait for second cycle and bottom of the well. They're about a cutscene apart here, it looks. Right as Sundari was exiting the cutscene, TKC started up the cutscene. With this phase of the cutscene where you don't have to mash, actually. So both runners are down to half a heart left, which is going to allow them to kill themselves while they enter the Zelda's Lullaby trigger. And doing so will give them Zelda's Lullaby without watching a couple minute long cutscene. So right after you get the letter here, you're able to pull a Bonchu and start walking to the side. Oh no! He went for the new strat and he went for it unbuffered. And it looks like his timing was just off by a little bit. He's going to lose a lot of time there. Well, hopefully things go better for TKC. It's a little bit easier on VC. Yeah, he does it successfully there. TKC taking the lead now, though. This is the worst part of the cutscene, just when you think you're done the cutscene, you get this part here. And it lasts another little while. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that failed for him there, but it looked like maybe he didn't get full rate input immediately and had one of the later frames, and maybe it just didn't work. So that he must have been a frame off of getting into the zone, because he was definitely close. TKC, no problem with dodge skip. I'm going to be starting another long cutscene here, but after that you get a pretty solid streak of mostly action for the rest of the run. And M64 is pretty much done saving most of its time. It's got one more time saving trick as an adult, but it loses a bunch of time to lag in the later part of the run, so TKC is definitely a little bit in the lead right now, especially with the console differences. But good dot skip here from Sundari. Alrighty, so TKC talking to Raru. We got Ganondorf on the other side. As you can see, they actually equipped the shield to Link that you buy. You can see it on the back of TKC right now, but you'll see Sundari's on the other side of your screen shortly. Which is why you buy it as a child, so that it becomes equipped as adult by default and saves an equip. Also, it's a little bit faster to just buy it than to get it from Graveyard or somewhere else.
Hello.
Morning, Smash.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in for some commentary.
Absolutely, man. I know it can be pretty stressful to do it by yourself.
Yeah, I've been getting by, but it definitely helps, especially during the cutscenes, to have someone else. So hopefully you've caught most of the race so far.
Yeah, I came in right after both players escaped the forest.
Yeah, they both got pretty good West escapes, and then pretty much everything except for that Zelda's Lullaby skip went pretty well so far for both runners, and a second Cycle Ocarina dive for TKC.
Yep. I'd say TKC is probably like a minute ahead of Sundar right now, but it is GSR, so anything can happen, man. This category is brutal, especially in late game.
Yeah, it's really easy. Like, even in RNG, you can gain or lose a bunch of time at Troroba and a few other places too, so.
Oh yeah, Troll Rove is the worst way to lose a run besides Void Warp Rock Troll.
Yeah, and just some parts of the run are surprisingly difficult to like do quickly as well. Like Forest Temple, it's always the killer of a run that you think you've finally gotten it. Like buy all the hard stuff. You're done Shadow, you're done Spirit, and then Forest Temple takes your run and turns it into not a run.
It turns it into bad run or I hate this run. Stereotypical speedrunner jargon.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, that's never happened before. This run sucks, etc., etc. Yep. Or that hasn't happened to me in X amount of years, as one of my favorite runners says often. So, Mubsy, have you had a chance to? I've been seeing a lot of questions in chat about what GSR is exactly. Have you had a chance to kind of elaborate on that or anything?
I did once, but I mean, I've seen it asked more than once. I just was kind of waiting for the next person to come along and ask.
Yeah, I hear you.
Space it out a little bit, so I'm not explaining it every 2 seconds. Because I saw Valiant explain it in chat.
Yeah, I also kind of touched on it. I'll just touch on it real quick here since it is kind of like a bit more later on through the run, and I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. So, essentially, sort of in the middle of this tournament, this started off as a No Am Long Warp tournament, No Am WW. But then on the OoT Discord, we went through a voting phase because the category name has always been pretty bad. So we went through a voting phase, and the name that was chosen was Ganondorf Source Requirements. The reason why we did the voting phase to begin with is because we wanted to essentially name the category something that wasn't based off of rule restrictions. thereby making it foolproof for the future, essentially, as new discoveries are made. So, to maintain the route and the name as well, we went ahead and chose Ganondorf source requirements. So all Ganondorf source requirements is the old No I'm Wrong Warp category. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then there's a new category called No I Am No Wrong Warp that allows the blue warp cutscene skips in the end, so just don't confuse that with this one.
Exactly. That one allows blue cutscene skips at this time, and essentially anything that comes out in the future that would be not classified under item manipulation or wrong warp would be allowed in that category as well. So, hope that answers any questions for anybody that may have had one. But yeah, maybe like Valiant said, potentially some sort of a command or something in the future. Yeah, no problem. So TKC, so these guys are on two different versions of Ocarina of Time. TKC is running on VVC, which is version 1.2, whereas Sindare is on N64, so he's running on version 1.0. So these guys are doing a route that is a little different from each other. TKC is going to get the hook shot and head into Shadow Temple first, whereas Sindare is going to head over and get bombs and magic and the Minuet song before heading over to get hookshot in Shadow. So we'll see them evening out about 10 minutes from now or so, give or take. Probably closer to 15, actually. Both routes will even out when they're heading towards Gerudo Valley and Spirit Temple. So the significance of the route change, right? So Sindare, the reason why he's getting bombs first is because there's a trick that he gets to do called Fast Bongo. But the thing is, you need bombs in order to do it. The trick Fast Bongo is version exclusive to 1.0 only, which you can only legally run on the N64. So that is the reason why he's doing his route. TKC's not allowed to do that route because he runs on 1.2, so he can't even do that route with the version he's running on. So just keep that in mind.
Well, thanks for all those explanations. That was a lot there.
Absolutely. I'm a bit awake as well. I apologize ahead of time. I'm kind of awake and just not tired at all.
that is a-okay.
Yeah. Usually I'm waking up at this time to go to work. I woke up like 2 hours earlier this morning. So
we've got some of the more difficult stuff coming up for TKC here, so we'll see how he fares here, whereas Sindare's gonna have a much easier time in the next little bit. This part of the run is notoriously not that difficult. There's not many difficult tricks or anything. It's a lot of just point A to point B. Doesn't get that jump though.
yikes.
Third time's the charm, and he does get up eventually. TKC gets its boat skip. We'll see how the next trick goes here. What strat he goes for. I don't see any nuts out, so we don't have anyone trying new strats in the middle of the tournament right now, which probably for the best. We've seen what happens in the other races when runners decide to try to bust out new strats here.
Nice. He gets the frame. That's a really scary frame. Because you have to buffer to it. If you buffer over, you basically die and waste like a minute and a half. On N64, it's actually terrible. Like there's a lot of lag in that unloaded room right there, which is basically right next to the shadow boss key door he's trying to clip into. on N64, so it's just. But yeah, TKC definitely got N64 on BC.
Yeah, as well as if you do mess it up, you're using bomb shoes on BC there to get to there, so you do end up going through a couple of the bomb shoes, which is not ideal.
Yeah. So TKC gets the fight done. So once Sindera gets to fight against Bongo, you're actually not going to see him, and he's not like Sindera's not going to have to worry about getting ISG or anything like TKC did, because Fast Bongo makes everything so much easier.
He might still go for ISG strats. I'm not sure if he'll go for the timing strats or not.
Let's see. Ooh, looks like TKC opts to skip the heart for some reason. That's
A little
interesting.
risky.
Very risky, especially for later on. That's I don't know. It only takes 2 seconds or so to get that heart in this category.
Yeah, it protects you from, lots of scary things near the end, like Ganondorf reflecting at you. And
Void Warp.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, dude. And if you get the 5th heart, it's even easier, right? Because then you can take a hit from a Knuckle, and you can take a hit from Ganon. So it's like, ooh. Sindera just happened to mega flip right in the perfect spot to do the other strats. Alright, so as TKC is finishing up Shadow Temple and receiving the medallion, Sindera is going to be getting the Minuet cutscene reward, but without having to watch the cutscene. That's because in this game, the first frame you enter a cutscene, you actually receive the reward, but if you die on that same frame, not only do you receive the reward, but you don't have to watch the cutscene. So he just did that right there. So he's going to be heading over to Shadow Temple now, while TKC cuts through Kakariko and heads over towards Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, and it's gonna do basically everything Sinderi just said.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have hookshot for it, so there's a few spots that become a little easier. Like getting past the sculptures. Definitely nice to be able to hookshot them on BC.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Looks like Cinder going for the Hestrat. It's over the bridge. Nice. That saves quite a bit of time. I think that saves like 7 or 8 seconds even.
Normally you can go for a super slide there, so it doesn't save that much time over the super slide, but...
Oh, is the super slide faster?
Not faster than it, but it's not much slower than the
Oh, yeah. True.
Because you move at the same speed, it's just you can grind a little less with the Hiss. One of the advantages of having bombs by now. You can get those guaranteed bombs in Dante's grave.
Yeah, bombs early is a really nice route for this category. Just in general, I think there's a lot more options. Even if you run on VC, though it would be faster to not do bombs early. Technically, it's still really safe, and there's only like a 15 or 20 second like differential.
Yeah, as someone starting out, you could definitely do the route and not lose much time. And it's a lot safer bomb-wise than the VC route. VC can be pretty tight.
Absolutely. Yeah, VC's kind of scary with the choose. It's been a little bit ever since like boat skip, like the new boat skip came out about a year and a month ago or so. It's been a little bit easier, but it's still kind of scary. I don't know. It's not as easy.
You see another little use of the hook shot there. Gets to the chest earlier here.
TKC still having a pretty solid run here for a race.
Obviously got some health there. I'm not sure if he needed to or not. I didn't see what his health was right before. He probably didn't have enough.
I actually couldn't keep track, but as long as you typically have more than half of a heart, you should be good because you can always charge up. Yeah.
Yeah, inside the temple you can get more.
Yeah.
But perhaps he was trying to get some extra bombs too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because he wouldn't want to have to go through, like after Shadow, he wouldn't want to go through Graveyard and CAC and everything to get to Hyrule Field. It's true.
Yeah, I guess if you're already low on health, no problem trying to get both hearts same bombs from that grass there. I respect the decision. Grabbing nuts, so that makes me think he might want to use those later on. His way up to see Ganondorf, maybe. Nice one cycle.
Nice. Good, good. It's like TKC experienced some difficulties performing a recital on the ocarina. So this strat here that Cinder is going for is like amazing, but the only thing is this SVA movement here is actually pretty precise. So the fact that he's good at doing that is pretty impressive because doing it that way, like the mega flip, is the angle's a little bit different than all the other setups. So that's good. He was able to make that.
Well, he
Nice.
Real nice. Yeah, so as you can see, there's no bongo bongo here. Oh, he misses him. But stuns him again. Not much time lost for having to do that in 2 cycles, just does cost a bomb though. And by far the best reason for having hookshot and first in the route right here, getting by Mido. Which is not doing it justice right now, but hookshot does make that so much easier.
Yeah, as a rule. Cool. This is good. This is a close. This is a pretty close race here.
Yeah,
Cinder's
TKC's still in the lead by a bit.
yeah, he's definitely still in the lead for by a little bit, like maybe 45 seconds or so still. But definitely like from this segment forward for both runners, it's gonna get pretty close. Like it's gonna be pretty nail biter. There's a lot of run left as well, and Spirit Temple is kind of like the gauntlet, before the gauntlet. Because I always say that Ganon's castle is really the gauntlet after Spirit, even though Forest Temple, like you said earlier, is kind of annoying with like impossible jumps and stuff.
Basically, the run ain't over till it's over.
Exactly, because like this section here is heavy trick based, and then like Forest Temple is like parkour. You know, you got to be good at parkour and your jumps, and
Yeah,
then
it's easy to lose time there. Just
oh yeah,
doing too much.
oh yeah. Yeah, as Cruxer's saying inside chat, TKC is technically even further because N64 has a lot of lag frames still to experience, where VC doesn't have to really worry about any of those lag frames. So there's probably like 35 seconds or so of lag frames that N64 has to deal with that there's literally no way around, really. Nice Hess from TKC over here into Gerudo Valley.
He's opting to go for more bombs. I don't know if I agree with that decision.
Interesting. I guess he could always, yeah, he can always save and reset in here. That's not too bad.
I mean, he had 16 explosives, though. That's more than enough to get to Mirror Shield.
Oh, yeah, that's way more than enough. Ooh, well, I guess he wanted to have more just in case he goes for the new gate skip. That's like the only reason I can think of it, because that is a bomb intensive.
Yeah, but that probably took more time to get those bombs than it took, than new gate skip saves.
Let's see. Alright, nice. And there gets the Hess as well. Cool. So we're watching TKC. TKC is going to be going for the new gate skip here. So this trick's pretty. Yeah. Did you see that? The way he's doing the way he did the inverted camera is actually frame perfect. Whereas if he were like to back up and then like move forward, he would have had like a couple more frames for leeway. But he gets it, so he must practice it. Apparently, he's pretty good at it. Yes.
F that
sign.
sign.
F that sign. I'm so happy he did.
Shout outs to Poidikes.
That doesn't look like a Hess. Oh my god, that actually worked. For some reason, that didn't look like it was gonna work. But... interesting.
With the Western Sindir.
Alright, so Cinder gonna be going for same exact gate skip that we just saw TKC do. So it's looking pretty good right now.
He's got big
Nice.
blue.
Nice.
Bit of a low way hover, but should still work.
It'll work, but you may have to do some angle correction. Well, not the angle's fine, but he'll have to do some correction to get back, because he's a little bit too forward from the.
Yeah, looks like he's doing a 4-5.
Yeah, I think he's doing these late backflips on purpose. That's smart. Yeah. Nice. Wait, I can't see. Oh yeah, it should be good. Nice. Oh no. Okay, he's good. Sorry, the foot placement on that scene was really weird looking. Okay, now Cinder's doing Cinder's right here too now. Did Cinder get like full wasteland S or something? I wasn't paying attention. I was too scared by like look at S.
Yeah, I was busy watching as well. So I think, but based on the time save there, I'm thinking he must have.
Ah, okay, thanks. Appreciate it, Cruxer. So apparently, Cinder caught up by doing full Wasteland Has. So full Wasteland Has is very, very fast. I can't remember exactly how much it saves. I think it saves like 33 seconds total, but like half Wasteland Has saves like 18, and the other half is 15 or something like that. But anyways, he got it, so he's like pretty much right behind TKC now. It's not too much of a disparity. Assuming he gets the super slide, not much of a time difference.
Why did he save? Oh, never mind. My eyes are just deceiving me.
Nice.
Oh, 3 bomb drops, you'll have to see that.
TKC, I assume he's going for. Yeah, he's going to be going for Spirit Statue Climb. Ooh, he's going to have to go through the rotation again. I think he cut that corner too close next to that locked door. I'm pretty sure that's it, yeah. More time for Cinder to catch up. So by the way, guys, just FYI, don't ever roll too close to that locked door if you're doing statue climb, because like me, you may accidentally open the door and not be able to do statue climb. And then your run dies because you're bad at the super slide strat, so just remember that.
Yeah, technically you can jump down and then do stuff in the front of Spirit Temple, but no one wants to do that, so yeah, don't do it. I've done it before too.
It's miserable. It's a bad way to lose a run. Nice. TKC's pretty good here. Oh no, I jinxed it. Commentator's curse.
Caster curse.
Oh no. That's unfortunate.
The worst part of that is it really eats into your bomb count for the rest of the time.
It really does. You need those 2 bombs.
That's 3 bombs total.
Oh yeah, 3 bombs. That's bad. That's not good. He's got enough bombs right now, but it's not allowing for leverage later on, really. So. Let's see how Cinder's he's going for the shield scoop strat here. Doing some hook shot extension. Ooh. That's pretty smart actually. The 2 bomb strat there, like getting ISG in between placing the bombs. Cool. So we got both runners up in Nibiru now. Looks like TKC's going for the cutscene skip. Let's see how it goes. You do not. This is like the worst trick to fail in the entire run, by the way. Like, this is not a race safe strategy. Looks like he gets it though. Awesome. Great job. So that's like 23 seconds save or so. 23, 25. That's good. So what he did there was he voided out during the cutscene, where like it shows Nibiru and then she gets turned like the two witches used their magic to teleport her. You skip that entire cutscene by voiding out, so you don't have to see it. It's like a 25-second long cutscene or so. So let's see if Cinder goes for the same exact strat. Looks like he's going for it.
Yeah, well, I think the cutscene's longer. It takes a little bit longer to kill Nibiru this way. So, like, you save around like 25 seconds, but the cutscene itself is even longer.
Yeah. That would make sense because you're moving and having to actually do the setup and stuff.
Yeah, and wait for...
But like, give or take, on splits, right, it saves like 23, 25 seconds. Did TKC jump slash into the cutscene here? I can't remember. I think he did. So this fight is really... This is a crappy fight, because this fight's very heavily dependent on RNG. You can manipulate them if you know what you're doing. Like, there is some manipulation, but there's a lot more RNG than the ability to manipulate, such as what we're seeing TKC go through right now. He was trying to hit the other witch, but she was just off screen.
Sometimes they just follow you, and there's nothing you can do.
Yep, sometimes they hit you up against the head with their broom and kill you.
Or they stop moving and they just stare at you and they don't fight. They get your hopes up and then they crush them.
Yep, exactly.
Cinder jumps off.
Cinder, not entirely sure what he's doing, but oh my god. That was terrifying. I thought, oh, he's lucky that there was no land next to him. He probably would have gotten flamed. So this is an example of bad RNG here. Alright, that one. So TKC finishing up second phase Rova.
Yeah, the fight's a lot easier second phase, as long as you do it in one try. And don't get her down below half health and then not finish her. First cycle just as nasty RNG and Sintier still having issues here. Finally gets, I think, the fourth hit, yes. That was a pretty insane amount of trolling from Troll River there. The TKC takes a pretty healthy lead because of all the issues that Sundari just had with first cycle.
Nice. Looks like TKC Golden Spirit Temple. That's
Yeah, he had a pretty decent. Wait, didn't he fail getting by the door?
yeah, he did once. That's true.
Oh, because that he just scolded his Choroba split because he's got a Nibiru and a Spirit Temple split.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, see, does not get trolled with that jump. That jump can be really scary. It's quite easy to not jump there and just fall off when you go to jump over to that chest. Ooh, that was scary. He blocked backwards.
Oh my god.
That'll wake you up.
Oh my god, this fight. If he gets through this without dying, is amazing. Dude, go get a heart. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is Cinder doing? Did you see that?
No.
He was like on the corner of the tree right before getting the chest. He saved it with like jump slashes or
TKC gets the frame for the Mega Jump.
TKC going for a pretty
Pretty
cool
interesting
looking,
setup.
interesting setup that I've never seen before. I wonder who created that, by the way. Nice. Cinder gets the first try. Nice. Nice. These nuts here are really good.
Oh, Cindy.
Please don't die,
Trouble.
please. Oh, how is he not getting hit by these swipes? Like TKC is.
Sundir just failed the mega jump a few times here, so he's only got half a heart now.
Ooh. Oh no. See, this is what we're talking about. Forest Temple, guys. There's a lot of parkour in this temple. Lots of jumps and rolls. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty close to going in.
What is this? Okay, that was weird. Nice. Okay, he gets it. Oh my.
I'm still worried about like the bubbles or anything could touch him still.
Yeah, he needs to be really careful. He needs to not do back walking movement. Okay, good. Oh my god! It was right there.
Goes the nut.
Oh my god. That was a clutch nut.
Alright, we'll see if he gets some hearts during the fight here.
What? These guys are trying to give us like an aneurysm or something, man. Like, there's 4 available hearts in this room, and he's not gotten it.
He just like casually sidesteps and throws a nut at the
Did
flash.
you see that? Like, he like sidestepped the jump slash while throwing the nut, and some kind of way the hitbox from the jump slash didn't hit him. What even is this race right now?
That was hilarious.
Okay, he's pulling out hook shot just for the heck of it now.
Sundari does have 4 hearts, so that could prove to stand, to get him some time back if TKC gets some bad rock luck or something like that. Maybe a reflected shot from Ganondorf and dies.
Cinder says in chat, I just prayed to the rock god. I just prayed to the rock god, dude. Oh man.
Some toxic behavior coming from Cindy.
All right, so this cutscene is like 5.5 minutes long or something. It's like almost 6 minutes long or something on N64. But after this cutscene, we get back to gameplay. So Ganon's castle is the gauntlet coming up next here. I think both runners don't have more than 3 hearts. I think.
Sundari's got 4.
Sundari's got 4. Okay. So TKC has 3 hearts. So Ganon's castle, like, is going to be really terrifying for TKC, right? Because literally anything can really kill him. He can get killed by Stalfos. He can definitely get destroyed by Knuckles. Ganondorf can kill him. Rock Troll can ruin Void Warp. It's going to be scary, man. So we'll see how it goes. Because right now he's ahead, but if any of those things go wrong for him, he could start losing the race there. So, yeah.
I think this whole race is pretty much being dictated by that failed Zelda's Lullaby skip, which is a really uncharacteristic spot for anyone to fail.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And it is a 3-frame trick as well. But when you're doing it unbuffered, sometimes those frames can be hard to see.
Yeah, or sometimes you don't hit the joystick quick enough to follow.
Yeah, that one sucks, man, because you don't start moving correctly. You have to really smash it to the right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So this cutscene here, Zelda throwing the ocarina. Apparently that cutscene, you actually travel back in time for that brief moment. It's pretty interesting. Literally, like in the game, you travel back in time.
Yeah, you can activate certain glitches that require going back in time by
Yeah,
watching that cutscene.
it's pretty sweet. I didn't know about that until like about a year ago or so.
But TKC making his way towards Ganondorf's castle now. And should have a nice little rainbow bridge being constructed for him shortly. So TKC with 9 bombs, we'll see what strats he decides to employ here.
Ooh, it's gonna be going for a side hop strat here. It looks like.
Looks like it.
Ah, interesting. Didn't
Wait
thought you had
till
to
we
hold
get to
shield.
the top.
Man, nuts really make these fights way easier. Might be worth the equip. I might consider using that nuts myself in the future. I never use nuts against any of these guys.
Yeah, I normally do staircase heavy, so I normally haven't done equips by now. But it would be nice to have the nuts equipped.
Yeah. Alright, so this fight here, any one hit from these guys kills you. But he gets the fight done and easy. So, let's see. It looks like Sunger going for your staircase hover method. 3 bomb. Nice, he gets it. That's actually the fastest way to do it. Ooh, TKC misses the Hess up the stairs.
No has to impress.
unimpressed. That Hess there sees pretty close to like 4.5, 5 seconds. A good Hess, like a really good Hess, but on average, I think it's like 4.
Eventually gets both stall posts.
Nice. So Ganondorf playing the organ over here. So this guy Ganondorf, this fight is actually kind of scary for TKC because he, oh my god, sorry, Cinder's fight with the Knuckles scared me. So any one like reflector magic beam thing that Ganondorf,
Oh no!
yeah, that sucks. That's unfortunate. That's like a minute. That's a minute lost easily. So that beam there that Ganondorf just threw, if that would have hit TKC, that would have killed him. He's got 3 hearts. Nice. That was a good Ganondorf fight. Apparently he golded that too. Nice.
Yeah, with how quick his dinos were, and his stall posts were fast too.
Oh man, looks like he's having a hard time with these Knuckles fights here. Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh no!
No! Oh, the gauntlet strikes back. Ah, man, you hate to see that.
Yeah, you really do. I think it's all but over now.
Yeah, something very extreme would have to happen to TKC, like failing Void Warp 4 times in a row or dying to Ganon. Even then,
Yeah,
it might not be close.
We're just not saying it can't happen, but it's very unlikely at this point.
Yeah. He could still get Void Warp trolled here because of his heart count. But that even one of those, even if that happened twice, he'd still. Alright, so Cinder opting to do a setup for this. For the third fight here. Ooh.
And
Oh!
really, really wrecked again.
No.
Meanwhile, smooth sailing for TKC.
TKC's on pace to get like a mid 118 or high 118 in this run, which is a great race time.
Yeah, it really is. He's, apart from a few small things going wrong, he's played super, consistent the whole way through.
Yeah, this is GSR for you. I mean, it's not over till it's over, man. Like this is a category that's really scary. It's hard. People underestimate it because they see the tricks that are involved. They're like, I can easily get a good time in this category, but then when they actually do it, realize how crappy some parts are because of RNG and just things of that nature.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn out to be as easy as they thought.
It creeps up on you.
Sure does.
We do get the Has to Impress from Sinderi. So at least he's making up for his double knuckles by giving us a little bit of swag. And these last fights are a lot slower for N64 as well, so it's even steeper mountain for Cinder to have to be able to climb, but it ain't over until there's 8 hits done here. So interesting here is that your health here, Ganon actually has 30 health, but after you hit him the first 10 times here, the damage carries over, so if you do 12 damage, you actually leave him with 18 in the second time, but when you hit him when his head is on the ground, it only ever does 2 damage. It's not like half or anything like that, it does 2 damage when hitting him that time, but because you're doing 2 extra damage your first cycle, we only have to hit him 5 times with the Master Sword in cycle 2. Whereas if you were to say take him out with arrows or something else that, you know, you get him down one by one by one by one, then you actually would have to jump slash him 6 times with your sword. Because not as much damage will be done and no damage will be rolled over to the second phase. So TKC, that hit there still only did 2 damage, but the rest of the hits are all doing 4. And again, would have had some 18 health when the first hit was there, and then 16, and then 12, 8, 4, and now dead.
This is a GG. Congratulations to TKC for advancing. He will be moving on to losers round 7. And Sundar is
losers semifinals.
Yep, losers round 7, which is the semifinals. So he's gonna be facing off against either Judo or whoever Judo plays against, which hasn't been determined yet.
Yeah, either Bono or CMA.
He's gonna be either playing against Bono, Judo, or CMA. Those are the only 3 people that TKC potentially play against. Those are all great runners.
Basically, everything's waiting on the Bono CMA match now, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big match we're waiting on now. And then whoever wins that goes off against Cruxer, who is in, I believe, winners semifinals right now. So 1:18:51, great race time. So okay, Cinder should be good.
Yeah, 1:18:52. SRL time is super strong.
Cinder getting the double kiss.
I'm glad that Sundari has decided to continue the race despite all the things that happened.
Absolutely. Shoutouts to Cinder. So I don't really think there are any more N64 runners besides like Judo left in the tournament, which makes me personally sad. Very sad, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, like, especially because there's a lot of talented N64 runners. It's just things haven't worked out for them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's makes me sad. Yeah, Judah representing North America and N64. He's the last lag bender.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a
And then
bad joke.
we got a couple of EU people, some J peeps.
I'm surprised that two bomb superslide actually worked for Cinder.
Yeah.
He rolled pretty early though to adjust it. Yeah, so the reason why we super slide into the Ganon like intro cutscene right there is because you want to be able to hold shield, and holding shield maintains your master sword. It doesn't get swiped out of your hand like it normally would. Like, even though you see the cutscene of it happening, it doesn't actually happen. So you keep it and can do this first phase here much faster.
Yeah, you can do it in 3 hits instead of 10 hits. And it actually saves you that, as I explained earlier, that cycle in the second one by doing an extra bit of damage on this cycle, it carries over.
Awesome. So Cinder should be good here. Just don't die to Ganon. Pretty easy not to die to Ganon, but it still happens every once in a while. Like you can shield his attack and everything. You can light arrow him in the face and stun him for like 5 seconds. He's much easier to fight, at least in my opinion, than Ganon is. Nice.
Final hit there, so it should be like a 124,
28, maybe 29.
25, somewhere there.
Still a solid time for a race.
Yeah, especially considering everything that happened with Double Knuckles.
Yeah. Congratulations. GG, Cinder. Thank you so much for competing in the tournament. Thank you, everybody that was here to watch this amazing GSR race between these two great runners. Thanks to ZSR, of course, for having us and running the restreams. Really appreciate you guys.
And thanks to everyone for tuning in. As soon as we know a date for the next race here, we'll let you guys know, but we're waiting to hear back from CMA and Bono.
Sorry, go ahead, man.
Needs a break or something, or he was on a break and he's rusty right now, so he's trying to get his skills back right now, I guess.
I just want to point something out. So TKC is available to answer questions in chat, apparently. So if anybody wants to ask questions to them, they are available to read them in chat. You can answer them. I I wonder if they can hear us right now, actually.
Hopefully they can.
I think so. When Cinder failed the Impa cutscene skip, right? The Zeo cutscene skip, did he? I'm pretty sure he started moving too late, right? Because the chute exploded before he got to.
Yeah, it would have had to have been too late. I don't know if it was just like a slow input, like to fall, or if it was just late in general.
Your point earlier makes a lot of sense. Like moving incorrectly, I think that actually for most people would be the failure point, because it's just kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to believe that people would fail it because of missing one of the 3 frames, that are
It's
there.
a pretty big window. Really.
It's a pretty big window, so I'm kind of geared more towards the movement aspect rather than the keeping track of the true frame. Oh, so TKC answers Greg's question. Greg asked, basically, how did you feel about your run overall? It was a solid run, and TKC said he failed Ocarina Dive, and also the run had small mistakes, but apparently it was his first sub 119 in a race, so that's pretty good. So he's happy about that time.
Yeah, I definitely would be happy with that time too. It's a solid race time for sure.
That for me in this category would be like over a 2.5 minute PB, so I'd be really happy with that time.
Yeah, that too.
I'd probably like be jumping all over the place, screaming, "Yes!" Well, you got that time in a run? Let's see here. So Cinder says TKC's run was really good. Even if I got Zeo cutscene skip, still would have been behind at lax. Yeah, that's true. Because again, N64 still loses a lot of time to lag frames, and they kind of become really, really bad at lax.
Yeah, mind you, dying a few times to double knuckles is probably a little worse in the way.
Didn't help at all. Mubsy asking chat, who do you hope to race in the next round to TKC? Since he does have the option between like Judo, Bono, and CMA. Currently, at least.
It looks like Average Greg is kind of asking the same thing as me, so hopefully we get an answer there.
Hey, so during this tournament, actually, I believe CMA PB by like a minute and a half. Like his PB is like a 1:15:32 or something now, or 1:15:35, which is an incredible time for this category. So but Bono has a 1:14:40. It's actually a former record holder, and Judo's got like a 1:18:20 or 1:18:18. So those are all really good times.
Yeah, everyone does have a good time on there.
So, and then
We're still waiting to see if TKC gets back to us on any of these.
yeah,
If not, that's okay.
That's fine. So this cutscene, I just want to talk real quick about some lore here. At the end here, this screen, sorry, the end screen. You notice that Link doesn't have his fairy. So one thing about not having a fairy is you can't actually go back to Kokiri Forest. Like you can, but apparently you turn into like a Stalfos. Um, so it's actually been confirmed that the old warrior that Link fights against in Twilight Princess, the Stalfos, is Link from this timeline. One thing I never understood though is um, why they made Navi leave Link when he goes back to the Master Sword, or after he goes back in time. I never understood why they did that. So
So TKC says it's going to be a tough fight for any of them. Definitely, some pressure because it's losers bracket. No one wants to end their tournament just yet when they're this close to, winning it all. But some of our runners will have to go home.
Yeah, and honestly, man, like Cruxer has been on a tear this entire tournament. I mean, he's defeated some freaking
fresh off of setting a new world record in the now named No Wrong One.
Yep.
His 115.
Yep, 115.58 is the world record in the new No I'm on Warp category. There's only a few people, honestly, that I think that can even beat that.
Yeah, so if he's playing that solid right now, he's going to be tough competition for whoever wins the CMA Bono match.
Yeah, he's going to be very tough competition because GSR is honestly like just kind of an easier version of that the new No I'm Wrong Warp, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. And then like Judo's improved a lot during the tournament too, and gotten his time down a lot.
Yeah, I think he had like a 120 when the tournament started, and now he's a 118, low 118. So he's like the N64 version of Cruxer during this tournament. He's also taken out some legends during the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the bracket, he's taken out quite a few amazing players.
Yeah, he's the moose of the other tournament. Taking out all the people that, like, the standings say he has no business taking out.
Okay, I'm not really sure if we're gonna get any more answers. I think Greg asked Cinder a question, but Cinder hasn't responded yet. Wait. Yeah, Cinder didn't really. He kind of responded, but didn't.
Yeah. I think that's a good enough place to wrap this up for now.
I think it's time to call it. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody that's been here. Again, thanks. Huge shout out to Zelda Speedruns for the restream. Thank you, Mubsy, for the commentary as well.
You as well, Smash.
Thank you. So yeah, just keep tabs on the tournament, guys. There are quite a few amazing matches left. GSR tournament. So yeah, just stay tuned and make sure to follow the channel, this one and ZSR2, for further updates. And I think there's a ZSR3, right? So
Yes, there
follow all
is.
those. There you go. So follow all those, and just kind of keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, and I just want to pop in real quick. Thanks to both TKC and Sundari for an amazing race today. Big shout out to Mubsy and Smash Smack for doing commentary. And also, just quick, next two things we have coming up on ZSR2, we have the European Ocarina of Time Randomizer accessible weekly, and that will be 3 p.m. UTC. Oops, oh, I'm sorry, 1 p.m. UTC, 9 a.m. Eastern. And after that, we have the link to the past randomizer Cross World Key Sanity qualifier number 15 at 11 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. UTC, and that's all I have. And again, thanks for joining us, and thanks to everyone. And it's been great working with everyone in this tournament.
Thank you for all you do
Mm,
too.
yep, it's been a pleasure working with you guys as well. Thanks.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna wrap it up then. So take care, and we'll catch you later.
Take
Take it
care.
easy.